I'm excited to be here talking today to John Doerr, chair of Kleiner Perkins, one of the most famous and successful venture capital companies out there. John has been a part of Google ever since its founding and has been a board member all these years. We are going to talk to him today about people. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you today. When an organization is fairly small, we often hear from folks that, I need to work on my product, I need to work on my business idea, I need to work on other things, and the people stuff, that can come later, right?
Yeah, no, it can't, because how are you going to get that done?
Yeah.
Well, the way you get it done is with people.
Yeah.
So I like to advise founders that the most important thing they can do in building their business is to recruit. And there's no better recruiter for an organization than the founder, the CEO, or the leadership. To put a point on it, I say you should get up in the morning from the very start of the day and recruit until you can make no further progress. Ideas are easy. It's execution that's everything. And it takes a team of people to execute.
So for some of these entrepreneurs and small businesses, how would you have them think about the recruiting part?
I believe that you should put most of your resources into recruiting really outstanding people. What comes to mind is a founder, Mike McHugh, when he was building Flipboard, his first hire was someone to head his people operations. Wow. And then his head of people operations helped him find his technical co-founder. So don't defer. Fill that position early. The next then is, as early as possible, try to get clear on what the culture is of your organization, because as we know, there's a very strong and clear culture at Google, I think. Right. Google's culture is probably as valuable as the google.com URL. Culture will allow your team, your people, yourself, to make the right decisions more often and faster.
So there's this perception that perhaps people ops is all about the systems that we use, the technology, the processes. How do you, again, think about that issue?
People ops is not an applicant tracking system. People ops ought to be at the very fiber of the being of a team. When I sense that's the case, then I'm more inspired, more willing to take risks as an investor, to say that's a team that's going to get its stuff done. I want to back them.
So as you've followed the evolution of organizations like Amazon or Google, what are like some of the big pivot points that you have seen that have helped these organizations scale?
The most important decisions they've made are who are the key leaders in their team. For example, Larry and Sergey's decision to hire Amit Kordestani strongly affected the culture of Google, as did the decision to recruit Wayne Rosing. They helped define the culture of the company, and they themselves then led efforts to recruit hundreds of people who defined the culture. One of the most frequent errors is people hire their friends to work from themselves, and they all come from the same company, and so there's no diversity, and it's a monoculture. Diverse groups make better decisions.
So this is about the people issues at any organization. How would you think about measuring how well that is going?
Measures matter enormously.
Yeah.
There's a whole range of choices you can make,
sure,
depending on where you believe your people are. What are your goals with respect to diversity? I strongly believe if you don't begin in building an organization with measures of how diverse you want your engineering team or your overall team to be, it's very hard to catch up with that. Do you want to measure your success in hiring? Do you want to measure their performance against the goals?
Sure.
Do you want to measure their satisfaction with the culture? To have a people operation that's not metrics driven is probably to have a sloppy people operation, an ineffective people operation, a people operation where we're not clear on what really matters. The people ops, leadership, function, and agenda holds the soul of an organization in its hands. Cherishing that culture, investing in it, celebrating it, is what allows organizations, teams, and individuals to do amazing things.
Thank you, John, for sharing your wisdom, for helping guide Google all these years, and for personally being such a champion of our people and our culture. Thank you very much.
Thank you.